Welcome to City Week. I'm your guest host, Phillip Sledge, and on today's show, we'll have Jennifer Key with West Georgia Health Systems, and also Andy Kemp with the City of LaGrange, going out to Raise Run, which was held last weekend. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome to City Week. I'm Phillip Sledge, filling in for sick Alton West. Alton, you get feeling better, so I won't have to do this again. With me today is Jennifer Key. She is the Nurse Manager, Maternal Infant Services at West Georgia Health. Long job title. Jennifer, welcome to the show, and tell me what that long job title means.
Thank you for having me. The long title simply stands for nurses who take care of patients in labor and delivery, the newborn nursery, and the OB floor, where we take care of moms after they have babies, as well as OBGYN surgery. We basically take care of the ladies.
Okay. So
no men on our floor.
Oh, man. Well, wait a minute now. What about the dads? What do y'all do with the dads?
Yes, we do take care of dads.
All right. So it's fair. It's fair.
That's right.
Now, before we get into really all this, and for the viewers, this is actually take two. Not tell how many takes we're going to have. But anyway, during the remodel of West Georgia Health, did y'all get a facelift too?
We did. It's gorgeous.
Really?
Our department is beautiful. Large and spacious. We have 10 labor and delivery rooms where you labor, you deliver, and you recover. And we have 3 outpatient rooms where if a mother comes into our department and thinks they might be in labor or they need some antenatal testing, then that's where we take care of them.
And do y'all have plenty of coffee close by for the dads that's in waiting?
We do.
Okay. All right. Just making sure for the dads. All right. You're here with some important information, maybe some changes that's going on with labor and delivery. Tell me what they are.
Right. Beginning August 1st, our new policy goes into effect, which basically says that we will not induce any mother into labor before 39 weeks of gestation.
And what's the reasoning behind that?
Babies need to stay in the mother's belly at least 39 weeks. Okay. 40 weeks is considered full term.
Why would you not do that? Or why would somebody choose not to do it?
Okay, there are times when your doctor decides that it's better for the baby to be outside than inside.
Right.
Some of those reasons include gestational diabetes, if you're having problems with your placenta, the baby has stopped growing, high blood pressure is another reason. So the doctors will monitor those women more closely, and there comes a time when a decision needs to be made whether they need to be induced early or late.
So if it's a doctor's wanting to do it, then it's okay. But if somebody's just wanting to do it because they want their child born on a certain birthday, right. I'm beginning to see the big picture here.
There are, what has happened over time is that women's perceptions of when the baby is fully developed has altered from when the baby really is developed completely. Okay. Some mothers think it's okay to deliver at 34, 37 weeks of gestational age because their sister-in-law's sister did and everything turned out normal. But it's best for the baby to stay in the uterus for 39 weeks because they can become completely developed.
Everybody's made different, and what works for one doesn't work for the other.
That's right.
So going full term, the baby has a better chance of developing and being a more healthier baby then and for the future, correct?
Right.
All right. So am I slowly getting
You're
the picture
right.
here?
There are, it's convenient for mothers to schedule their deliveries, as well as the physicians to schedule, I want to have my baby on my mom's birthday, right. Or my husband is going out of town, we have to have the baby born this day.
Vacation's coming up, yeah, I need to.
I'm tired.
Right. Okay, I see.
So that's sort of where the trend has gone nationally. Okay. And we're trying to bring it back to making it safe for mamas and babies to be born at it's best to go into labor on your own without interventions.
Okay. And you say y'all have partnered with the March of Dimes?
Right.
Why the March of Dimes? What's the connection there?
The March of Dimes developed a toolkit that's used to give evidence why this initiative is important, as well as they worked with other hospitals in California. Northside Hospital was one of the hospitals that worked with the March of Dimes to develop this initiative to improve neonatal outcomes.
Now, is there any information online that our viewers could go to and
Right.
see it hard in front of them?
Yes, and our website will soon have a link that can link you to information.
Okay, all right. Tell us some more about what you do out at the hospital, and you know, you said earlier that, hey, this is a remod, everything's nice. You got how many labor and deliveries? 10?
10.
10, wow. Are they ever all full at one time?
In our previous unit, we had 3 labor and delivery rooms, and at that time we were delivering sometimes in corners, sometimes in chairs. 2 weeks ago we had 9 babies born in one day.
Wow.
So almost all the rooms,
So
once you get the rooms turned over and the next patient in.
So who says LaGrange ain't growing?
That's right. For June we had 100 deliveries in June.
Wow.
We
Let's see.
typically deliver between 80 to 100 babies a month.
Cold months.
Yeah. I don't know what 9 months was before then.
Well,
But
Anyway, it wasn't Halloween, was it? No. Okay, we won't go there. So, when a family comes in,
right.
husband and wife, they're expecting their first child, what are they going to see when they come in? Kind of describe one of the rooms to me.
Okay. If you're coming into a labor room, what you're going to see is I don't know the square footage,
Right.
A large spacious room with a space dedicated just for the mother. And we have all the latest equipment to monitor your baby. Monitoring, well, we can monitor the baby's heart rate as well as contractions. And it's a centralized monitoring, so when your nurse is not in the room, she can see the baby's heart rate from the nursing station. There's a dedicated area for the family, for the father, a nice pull-out couch where they can rest.
No lazy boy? Oh, come on. TV, remote, ball game.
I think the husband should be at the bedside working too, don't you?
Well. Both of my boys are adopted, so I wouldn't know.
Okay.
Thank goodness. Because I've heard horror stories about the male's bottom lip going over their head.
It's not that bad.
All right.
And then there's a dedicated space for the nursery to come attend the deliveries.
Okay.
At West Georgia, our nurses, you have a nurse dedicated to take care of the mother and then a nurse dedicated to take care of the baby, which is unique because many hospitals have left it to the labor nurse to take care of the mother and the baby. And we feel it's very important to have each have their own nurse so they're not distracted and given the best care possible.
Okay. Real dear close friend of mine works out there. I think she works with you, Kathy.
Yes.
Tell Kathy I said, hey,
I
hey,
will.
Kathy.
Hey, Kathy.
Now, back to the original reason.
Original reason.
I'm bad about getting sidetracked. I am not a host, but you know we try here.
You're doing great, Phillip.
Thank you. Maybe you need to ask me a few questions.
I will.
Yeah, Don. I'm scared of that
We'll
one.
save that for the end of the tape.
There you go. Back to this that y'all partnered with the March of
Right.
Dimes goes in effect
August 1st.
August 1st.
Right.
If somebody comes to the hospital, a lady comes in the hospital, if the doctor hadn't said so, and she says, I want my baby born this day, what's going to happen?
It's not going to happen. When inductions or C-sections are scheduled, we have a strict scheduling form that's set to ACOG standards,
Okay.
which is guidelines that our physicians follow in their practice. So there are strict guidelines that are followed. If there is a circumstance that needs to be addressed, it goes to our Chief of Obstetrics, which is Dr. Brett Bowie.
Okay.
And he's in full support of this policy, of course. But what would happen is it would defer to him, and he would consult with the physician requesting this induction or delivery, and he would approve or disapprove that procedure. But it wouldn't be because I'm just tired.
I don't want to deliver today. I'm ready to go home.
We want to encourage our mothers to go into labor on their own, actually.
Right.
It's better to do that. I have 4 kids, and the 2 that I went into labor on my own with were my fastest and easiest.
Wow. Fast and easy delivery.
Right. And we have
Sounds
childbirth
like a food
classes.
service.
Yeah.
Fast, easy
Well,
delivery.
now I can say fast and easy. But we do have childbirth classes that we encourage all first-time parents to come to, which will prepare you for the process. It'll prepare you for what to expect when you're there, techniques to breathe and relax during labor.
Now, what are the times that those classes are offered, or is that posted on your website?
It's on our website.
Okay.
If you go to classes, it'll pull you to the link.
All right. What's the web address? I got you.
You did.
We'll put it at the bottom of the screen.
Dadgummit.
Hey, I'm stretching this out. I see we got like a minute and a half left, so I'm stretching this out. So we'll have it out on the screen, www.westgeorgiahealth or something.
.org.
.org, yeah. It will be down there.
Okay, thank you.
So if a viewer wants to get more information, they can go to the website, but can they also call the hospital?
Yes, and they can go to the March of Dimes website,
Okay.
which is just loads of information for anyone expecting.
Okay.
But basically, we wanted to tell mothers not to expect to deliver your baby before 39 weeks,
Okay.
to hang in there even in the heat, that it is best for your baby. Babies' lungs are mature, and their brains are developed. March of Dimes has this information that clearly shows a baby's brain at 35 weeks and a baby's brain at 39 to 40 weeks.
Wow.
And you can see the growth that takes place.
That's what happened to me. I didn't go full term, so my brain didn't
I
get
don't know,
totally
it
developed.
looks pretty developed to me.
Well, yeah, no hair. You can really see it now.
And babies that are born at full term, 39 weeks or 39 actually to 42 weeks is acceptable. They don't want to hear that though.
I've had it in me long enough. Get it out.
They have less respiratory problems at delivery. They feed better. They bond better. And studies are going on through the March of Dimes to show that these babies perform better in school once they've given the full time to develop.
Cool. Well, Jennifer, our time's running down.
Darn.
Phone number they can call right quick to get more info, talk to a human being.
That's right, 706-845-3131. That's the labor and delivery number, and they can direct them to the childbirth number or put them where they need to be.
Great. Jennifer, thank you for coming on today.
Thank you, Phillip.
Thank you for making it a lot easier on me, because somebody talking is a lot easier when I'm not used to being a host. So thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
When we come back, we'll be going out to Ray's Run, which was held this past Saturday out at the Rec Center. Andy Camp did some interviews out there, so stay tuned. We'll be back with more City Week.
I'm Damon Jones with American Medical Response, Troup County EMS. Here to remind you this summer, be especially careful for heat exhaustion. The body's an amazing thing, but it has a hard time or a difficult time coping with the Georgia heat and Georgia humidity. So try to plan your days accordingly. If you know you're going to be outside for extended periods of time, then make sure you drink plenty of fluids. Some early signs of heat exhaustion would be edema, the swelling of your feet, the swelling of your hands. If you start noticing this happening, then you need to immediately find somewhere cool to go. Drink plenty of fluids, and if needed, call 911 or call us for help. Heat exhaustion can lead to heat stroke. Heat stroke's very serious. It can lead to loss of consciousness, even death. So this is Damon again with American Medical Response, Troup County EMS, reminding you to be safe this summer. If you have any questions, we're here for you. Stop by the office or give us a call.
My name is Andy Camp, and I'm here with Sam and Lynn Stewart here at Ray's Run, second annual Ray's Run. We wanted to give you all an opportunity to tell us a little bit about why we're doing this today.
Well, Ray's Run is pretty much enough. All of our funds go to where?
Georgia Firefighters Burn Foundation,
Yeah.
which is a charity that Ray was close to. We got a lot of firefighters from LaGrange that go up to camp every year, and they're counselors. And this camp is for burned children who otherwise wouldn't be able to go to camp. If they go to a regular camp, they're picked on, they're ridiculed because they're scarred. And at this camp, they're just normal kids.
It gives them an opportunity to have that experience that we all had growing up, right?
Absolutely.
Well, it sounds like a wonderful cause. I've heard that this is the route that Ray used to walk. Is that correct?
Yes.
He walked this route at least 3 times a week.
Well, we're glad he picked a really flat route. A lot of people here today put some pretty good times up. I think the winner was 17:40, which is very, very fast. So he's a very good runner. So
Yeah, he beat last year, so.
Yep.
well, experience came into play then. Well, we really appreciate y'all. We really appreciate you all having us out here today, putting this together and everything. It's a wonderful cause. Sounds like it's a wonderful way to raise some money for some children that need it, and an opportunity to remember Ray and everything he did as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we got to thank the family, the Stewart family. We got all nieces and nephews and sisters out here running the booths and registration and everything.
And even Mike File.
Even Mike File. Absolutely.
Well, it was a beautiful day. I'll tell you, the breeze coming in now probably feels really good for a lot of these runners.
Very.
I saw a lot of folks really putting a lot of effort out there today, and it's a really good way to remember Ray, and a great cause. And we really appreciate y'all doing this, and look forward to seeing y'all next year. We hope.
Next year.
Next-
Hope it's
definitely.
bigger. Hope it's bigger next
Much
year.
bigger.
Now I got a question for you, Sam.
Yes, sir.
You got all the ringers on your kickball team, right?
I'm still poking around to see who's gonna play.
Okay. All right. Well, if you need any help, let me know. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Kickball champion?
Not exactly. All right, we're here with the women's winner for Ray's Run, Sarah. That was a great race.
Yeah.
I saw you coming down the stretch, and I heard somebody cheering for you. Was this your cheering section next to you?
Yeah. I couldn't have done it without her. She really pushed me the entire time.
Okay, Sarah. What's your friend's name?
Caitlin.
Caitlin. Do you run track also?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do.
Cross country.
Yeah, I do. I'm in college though. So.
I'm still in high school. So I go to LaGrange.
Go to LaGrange High. Okay. All right. Well, tell me, was this a PR? It was a pretty flat course.
Yeah, it was actually.
All right. Congratulations. So, well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that you did so well. I'll tell you, the guy that was in front of you was what's his name again? Do you know him?
You mean the guy winner?
Mm-hmm.
Orlando?
Orlando. Do y'all run much together, or do you know him well?
Not really. I mean, I've raced a race with him before. Not with him, but no, I don't really know him that well.
Okay, we're going to go talk to Orlando in a few minutes, but we wanted to make sure that we talked to you about it. That was a very impressive run. I was following you all out there, and I was watching y'all. Were very steady, and it seemed like you had. I thought you had him for a minute, honestly. I thought you were going to catch him. He looked like he was suffering that last mile, but then I noticed everybody was suffering a little bit that last mile. So what's your strategy when you go in, when you try to get the last mile in? You can just kind of, what do you do?
You're almost there.
One foot in front of the other, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Just keep pushing.
Okay. Well, good luck this year, cross country high school, cross country college.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, thank you for your time, and congratulations. Congratulations. I'm here with the men's winner of the second annual Ray's Run, Orlando. Orlando, that was an impressive run, 17:40. Although you were telling me that's not your best.
Unfortunately not, sir.
Well, hey, that's very good in my book, and you had at least a couple of minutes on second place there. So those guys were suffering trying to catch you a little bit there towards the end. I saw Mike Foster coming in and everything, and he was trying to catch you. But that was a very good run. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name's Orlando, as obviously. But I'm a senior in high school. I've been running for since my 9th grade year. Before that, I was just the average kid, just sitting in the house reading books. But I decided to get a little physical. I wasn't the biggest guy, so football was out. You know, I was uncoordinated, so baseball was out. So I decided just try running, and our cross country team's pretty decent. But then, like the first day, it just felt right. So the first day I beat everybody at practice, and then slowly I just started improving myself. But but there's a certain point where I had to find a passion for running. You just can't do it just out of the nowhere, and like football or baseball. You have to find a passion, something you're eager for. So I had to find my passion in order to achieve the times I'm getting.
Well, I'll tell you what, you must be pretty passionate, because that's a very impressive time. I was noticing you have some interesting footwear, and I thought we'd show these to everybody. These are some minimalist shoes here.
Yes, sir. Buy from Five Fingers, the Bikella. And what they do is they help you run on your midfoot, and helps you run naturally, barefooted. My second year running, I realized that, having a big sole, once you started getting faster, doesn't really improve, because a 5K is actually, what most people don't understand, is a speed race. Compared to a 10K or a half marathon, it's a speed race. Even though it's tough and brutal, eventually once you start improving yourself, you realize it's all about running fast, and having bulky shoes does not help. So the Five Fingers helps get that natural feel, pushing off your midfoot, makes your feet stronger.
Well, I would say it definitely works, because you were really knocking it out there. So very good job today. So you told me you were a senior, right?
Yes, sir.
So what are your plans? You going to go run somewhere in college?
Yes. For right now, I'm just trying to break my records that I set last year for the 5K and the 1 mile. I still have the 2 mile record to break, which was set in like 1978, my high school. After that, for right now, I'm gonna let my grades and my education, get me into the college, and afterwards see what I can do with my running.
Great. You sound like a very intelligent young man. I know you're going to be very successful. And the wonderful thing about running is, if you're passionate about it, you can do it your whole life, right?
Yes, sir.
That's right. Hey, well, thanks a lot, Orlando. Congratulations. And we look forward to seeing you again here next year, okay?
Yes, sir. Take care.
Thank you. All right, I'm here with Vicky and Pete. Pete, second year, great turnout. I got to tell you, I was very impressed. And you had a guy flying down this course today.
Yes, we did. We had the actual last year's winner here. He came in second, but we had someone show up that wasn't here last year that blew the course away at 17 minutes and some change. So we were very impressed with the turnout.
And we interviewed Orlando just a little while ago, and he's a very sharp young man and very, very good runner. So I'm glad he came down and came out today. Vicki, tell us a little bit about the race, everything that goes into this.
Well, it takes a lot of planning, but we have a lot of family members that also help, and I appreciate all of their help too. We had more people pre-register this year than we did last year, and it's just been a really good turnout.
Well, that's awesome. I got to tell you, it's pretty exciting to be out here. Very, very excited about what y'all do, raising this money for a great cause. Great cause. Tell us a little bit about that real quick, if you don't mind.
Well, it's for the Georgia Firefighter Burn Foundation. Ray's son, Sam, had a burn accident several years before Ray passed, and they took care of him, so Ray took interest into giving back to the hospital and the organization that took care of Sam. So that's where, in his name, the money will go toward.
Well, that's great. That's great. We talked to Sam a little bit earlier, and I understand we got a little spirited kickball game coming up in a few minutes, so I know y'all have plenty of things to do here. We got some walkers coming in. I really appreciate your time today, and we appreciate everything y'all are doing. Thank you. Looking forward to third annual next year. We'll be here with you. All right.
Thank
Good job.
you so much.
Great job.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you very much.
All right, I'm here with Beverly, who drove all the way down from Hall County this morning just to Ray's run.
I did.
All right, well, tell us why you did that, Beverly.
Ray was my best friend, was my mentor, was my supervisor. I worked with him for 15 years. He was my brother, and his loss hurt, and so whatever we can do to keep Ray's memory living on, I'm going to be here for it.
Wow.
The Stewart family is just so gracious and so great. They're still my family, and I will always be here.
Wow, that's very touching, and thank you for doing that.
Sure.
And tell us, in full gear, too.
That was just the 1 mile fun run.
1 mile fun run in full gear. Does not exactly sound like a fun run to me, but
it's pretty sweaty.
I was going to say, and we're going to let you get out of that gear now, but we thank you for doing that. That's a great way to preserve Ray's memory, and we thank you for coming down today.
Thank you. I appreciate it very much.
Hello, I'm Lieutenant Chris Taylor from the LaGrange Fire Department. During the summer season, remember these safety tips. Keep combustible material a safe distance away from heat sources. Always use a flashlight, not a candle, for emergency lighting. Install working smoke alarms on every level of your home, inside and outside sleeping areas. If you have a fire hydrant near your home, keep it clear of debris for easy access by the fire department. And remember, if you have an emergency and you need the LaGrange Fire Department, the big red truck is just a phone call away. Have a safe summer.
I'd like to thank today's guest, Jennifer Key with West Georgia Health Systems. Jennifer gave us some valuable information of what West Georgia Health and March of Dimes have partnered to do as far as going full term in the labor and delivery unless this doctor's orders not to. And this will be going in effect August 1st at West Georgia Health Systems. Also, I would like to thank Andy Camp for spending time out at Ray's Run, grabbing those interviews, talking to the winners, talking to Ray's wife and son, Sam, and everybody that took part of that. Everyone was a winner that participated. The money raised went to the Georgia Burn Foundation, and we'd like to say thank you for the organizers, Pete Threlkill, for organizing this, and Vicki File. So, hope you enjoyed today's show, and we invite you to come back next week for more City Week.